Or 20 tips for getting more done every day. Now, is this topic new? No. Is this topic powerful? Definitely yes. Is the topic going to help you? Yes. I am on a different industry. Will it help me still? I said yes. This is possible. So why 20? Why not more than that? Because I found that 20 is the kind of a very good number for us to do it. 21 takes the action time, right? For every good habit, it takes 21. So what I thought today is, why not I help you out with 20 tips for getting more done today, getting more productive. The more productive, the more business, the more save. The more business is more service. The more service is more solving different problems. So I was out of sharing this 20 amazing tips for all of you guys. So the first thing that I would like to give it to you is, know where you are and where you want to be. That is a very, very powerful thing, because most of us are suffering from these three problems, any of the three problems or combination of three problems. And that is the problem why most of us are not successful. Number one, we don't start. Number two, we don't finish. Number three, we don't continue. That's it. So when you know where you are and where you want to go, the biggest why of your life. So many people, they will tell you, find the big why. So I think this is directly connected to that desire. So I have not put any animations here just because I want you to just make a note of it. You want to take a print screen, you can take a print screen. These are very, very powerful things. And if you can do it every day, every time, whenever you are, this is going to elevate yourself from where you are to the next level. Number two, I have given a second priority to the sleep, because sleep is a natural process of rewiring your brain, healing, and many other natural processes. So when you get enough sleep, it actually gives you the reboot and restart, and the body gets a kind of a rest. This is very, very powerful. An ideal way that is mentioned in many of the, I'll say the books of the world, the biggest epics, they say you should sleep minimum for 6 to 7 hours. So 6 hours is something that is good for a mission sleep. They call it as mission sleep. If you're on a mission, you are allowed to sleep for 6 hours. Okay, but it's a deep sleep. Now, sleep also is something where you are like over exhausted, over tension. So all your BP, pressure, diabetes, and many other things, that still we have got some studies that says that it can be also healed if you are taking a good sleep. Now the next thing is, I don't have to explain this, like talking about get fit. Get fit does not mean that you have to be muscular with 20 kgs of biceps. No, I'm talking about being fit, about your posture. It's a geometry of your life. Okay, so having sitting in the right posture, taking good care of yourself, getting that fitness. Fitness is all about the optimum capacity in which you can do physical stuff. Okay, so I'm not talking about just physical fitness. I'm also talking about mental fitness, soul fitness, money fitness, relationship fitness, and typically the body fitness as well. So when you say get fit, find out where you are and what more steps that you can add to be fit. So these are like making simple small changes in regard to your improvements on a daily, but getting fit is also about monitoring your progress. Now, coming to the next point, it's called as take steps towards deadlines. So one of the biggest challenges that I have seen in my journey in the last couple of years, not couple of years, might be around 10 years now, is that I am more of a perfectionist. I would like to do everything on precise perfections. And I found perfection is one of the biggest procrastinations. And that does not allow you to finish it. But let me tell you, you get your awards only when you finish the work, not when you start or not when you continue. No one cares about your hard work. Let me be very honest. No one cares about hard work unless and until the work is finished, accomplished with a high level of excellence. So that's what I'm trying to give it to you on stage number 4. Like steps, like, there has to be some deadlines. Do a smart work. There has to be something by which your acceleration, your speed, your velocity, and your directions. And there is someone there is a monitoring also happening towards your deadline. Another biggest mistake that I see is over planning and over arranging and over organizing things. It takes a lot of time. So there are certain times when we have a big list of to-do list in our day. Yes or no? So if you're watching this video, if you have a big to-do list, there might be certain things which you have overcommitted. So when you are overcommitting, guys, I'm giving you a kind of a life hack. It's a life hack. There are people who are life coaches and productivity coaches. They will gonna give you all these things in much more bigger, clearer stuff. But I think Just for this sake of this time, I'm going to give you a very powerful thing. So don't be afraid to say no sometimes, because when you say no, you are actually getting more time, more focus, and more concentration on certain things which are more priorities. So point number five is, uh, you you take prioritize checklists. So you have to say no to certain things. So when you prioritize, you have to see which is more important, more urgent, and which is like having a deadline sooner. So you have to take that. Otherwise, the same prioritized checklist, if it is not there, then you start blaming. It is uncomfortable for you. You get tension, you get hypertensions and pressures and blood pressure, and all this nonsense will come. The biggest problem of all the medical related problems happens at this point when you don't have a prioritized checklist. And number six is when you don't say no. So don't overcome it. Point number seven, win over your social media time. Many of the teachers and trainers and so-called productivity and hackers of, growth hackers, they talk about don't go for social activity, don't go for social media, don't go for this and that. But I would rather say that win over your social media time. Social media is good. It is not bad. The thing is what you are watching, whom you are following, and what exactly are you going through. Now, if it is something educational, if it is educational like this, then you are actually doing a good job. But find out is that time is right and appropriate for this or not. Check out the time when you are watching this video. Not only my video, but any videos. And what are you watching? Are you watching some dancing moves? Unless and until you are a dancer by yourself, then this probably does not suit you. Are you watching just an entertainment? So find out if the social media things that you are learning, is it for entertainment, edutainment, or education? Figure it out. So social media is not bad. People say, Amit, early morning, you should not see social media. But I will say, early morning, you should see social media. But depends upon what you are watching, whom you are following, and in what intensity you are following, and what you are taking from there. Does it sound good? So I'm asking you, win over your social media time. Create a timing for that. Okay, this much time slot, 30 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon, might be night, before going bed. It is not bad. It's not bad. The thing is, what intensity and what intention do you have with the social media? Point number 8, plan your multitasking. Now, let me tell you, a lot of people will tell you, Amit, never multitask. Never, never, never. You should never multitask. But let me tell you, you can multitask. But the condition is the task should not coincide with other tasks. It should not be relative task. You cannot listen to a music and probably read simultaneously because you are using the same brain. But if you're listening music and you are walking around or probably do a jogging, that is allowed. It's okay. So multitasking also has different things. Look, there in human capacity, in standardized capacity, there are studies has found maximum number of work a person can do at any given point of time is 7. There are 7 kind of things that you can work simultaneously. Now I'll tell you, I can do around 3 or 4 things simultaneously. I'm watching this video, I'm making this video with you. There are a lot of people there. I'm training them also, and I'm recording this. Plus, my clothes are there inside the washing machine. I've already planned this. And my water is getting filled up somewhere because I have kept a slow tap there. But I have a conditioned mind. I know what is happening. I have a timer. I have already planned this. Are you guys getting this? Multitasking is possible if you are a good planner, arranger, and a compiler. Yeah, it is possible. Maximum number of multitasking that people, standardized things have done is 7. Let's move on to the next part. Use Pareto principle. What is Pareto principle? 80-20 rule. They say 80% of the output comes from 20% of the things. So this is something which you have to also use it for prioritizing your work. Find out which of the work today is helping in your business, helping in your relationships, helping in your personal growth, helping in your health. Find out all those things and then make a list of things like which one is the priority right now. Then you will find that 20% of the things is actually giving you the 80% of the results. Powerful? Now give me a high five. Let's go to the 10th one. Guys, we are almost 50% done. Focus on service. Business is all about service. Find out how you can help others. The more you can help others, the more you can earn. So either you will earn credibility, gratitude, money. Guaranteed. The only way to thrive in this world is service. And this is something that I have learned from Bhagavad Gita. And this is so much powerful. First you serve, then you deserve, then you desire, then you detach. That's the tactics I am talking about. Every time I talk about that. So what is detachment? Detachment is not that you have to go to Himalayas and just chant mantras. No. Detachment means, can you delegate that? Can you outsource that? Can you automate that? Can it be completely taken over by something else where you don't have to put your head? So these are the first 10 points. Now let's go to the impactful more 10 points. So the next 10 points, the 11th point, I'm just putting it 1, 2, 3, 4, is use time block. So in a day, you have got 24 hours, 6 to 7 hours you are sleeping. The remaining time, you have got something which is calculative. The things that is common between both of us is 24 hours. Some of the top productive guys, the top celebrities or the top influencers, they have managed this. They have made this very impactful and powerful. They call it as a worship time. I call it as a worship time. Right now, I'm talking to you. This is my worship time. No one disturbs me. It's a no talking time. So I have secluded this. What's your most productive time? In a day, it is not required that you have to be a morning guy or a night guy, or you have to spend time. So find out which time you are maximum productive and what are you doing? What is that intense thing that you are going to do in that particular time? So guys, I'm covering more than around 10 to 15 books into this 20-25 points or the 20 points that I have. Number 2, use timer. Okay, use timer. If it is a very powerful thing, it gives you a hint. Okay, how much time you have, how much time you have, how much time you have. Yesterday, I was doing some shooting and it needed 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and I was using a timer. I was able to do all these things within 19 minutes and some seconds every time because I had someone to check me. The timer gives me a kind of a momentum. It's like acceleration. It gives me a speedometer. Am I going in the right speed or not? Am I finishing with the deadline or not? And this is so much powerful. Some people use Pomodoro, some people use some other techniques. I would say don't go into complicated. Put your time, set a timer, and in your phone, you already have a timer. Any smartphone will have a timer. Go and use this. You don't need any extravaganza out of this. The next point, point number 13, create routines over willpower. Look, I will tell you one more point. Okay, this is a very, very powerful thing. So when I say routines, this is something which you have to do every day or every interval of time. It's a routine. You have to do it. It's a route. You are in the route. Okay, you have to do. So we will not have willpower. Write it down. Willpower cannot be consistent. We are human beings. We get tired. We get exhausted. We are triggered by so many distractions across. We are deviated, and we have got a lot of things by which we get attracted to. So our willpower somewhere, no, I can't do that. Let's take a break. This is where I want you to be. So you need to create a routine every day. This is a time set for lunch. Then you have to keep eating. No, you cannot skip lunch. No, you have to. Is it powerful? Now, make sure that your routine includes all these vital points from your health, from your relationship, from your time, your personal time, your passion time, and your work. Figure it out how you do that and block that time. Point number 16, capture fleeting thoughts. Capture fleeting thoughts. You will have a hail of things that is doing. So this is my technique, and I do not know if it is resembling to you. I'm probably taking this. I'm giving you things. So whenever I am sitting down and doing my work, I always have a notebook. I have a small notepad. So whenever I have got some fleeting thoughts, okay, I have to do this, I'm just writing it down. I'm just writing it down. That's all. Write down and go back. Okay, any thoughts, write down and go back. So when I write it down in a piece of paper, I am actually keeping it in my separate folder. Okay, once I finish this task, I can go back and check what is pending. So whatever the fleeting thoughts, remember this is a very powerful thing. When you think, don't work, and when you work, don't think. Powerful. When you think, don't work, and when you are working, don't think. It's very powerful. Okay, now let's go to the next point, which is like change your environment. Okay, change your environment. Sometimes sitting on the same couch, sitting on the same table, looking at the same thing becomes very, very boring. Very, very boring. So this is advisable based on the Indian deep deep Vastu Shastra, and even in Feng Shui in China and Japan, they say make your own place, your worship place, your workstations, and work on that. There are different kind of concepts to do that. I don't want to go in that details, but it is advisable that you keep on doing some kind of change so that you find every time it is a new thing, because newness is all about novelty. It's new ideas, new creativity, new solutions, and this gives you a different power. So next is called as the workout midday. So why not early morning? Why not evening? I definitely, as I said, I agree with all the points. But when you do a little bit of a workout in the midday, it gives you a different pattern interrupt in the entire day. So if you're doing an exercise for 30 minutes or probably like 15-20 minutes and you do a kind of a jogging or some sort of a physical exercise, it is proven. There are studies that have said that you get some new energy, new focus, new power. Plus, it also takes care of your frustration, tension, anger, anxieties, and many other such kind of side problems or side hacks, right? Next point is replace I can't with how. Okay. So many times you have, no, I can't do that. But if you can replace the thought with how can I do that? It is much more powerful. I'm quoting to one more person. He says, never ask a how question and always ask a what question. Okay. What would it take for me to do that thing? That is much more powerful. So there are three layers. Oh man, I can't do that. It is too big for me. I cannot think of this. The next question, the easier question is, how can I do that? You are like finding your creative thoughts, but it will be a blank screen. But when you ask this question, what would it take for me to do this stuff? Bang on, you will get some answers. Okay, I'm using some of these mentors who are like, one of the topmost mentors. I don't want to take his name right now here, but he says that if you have this willpower of, I can't to how to what, you can use another technique. It's called as assumption. So in our business language, we do sometimes, okay, assume that you have the answer of what is required for finishing this task. You might not have the answer, but when you put that question as assume, it is always said that 95% of the people, they get the answer correctly. It's very, very powerful. Okay. So if you think that this is a task that I cannot do, I'm telling you, put that word. Assume if you know how to get over this task, what are the points? And you will find this answer. Very powerful. Coming to point number 18. If you are struggling, take a break. Many people will say, Korbo, Lorbo, Jit Bore, okay, come on, push it. We'll do one more thing. This is what motivational coaches and motivational influencers are talking about. Okay, you can do it. But my system, I would like to take the ownership of everything that I'm talking here. That if you are tired, if you are exhausted, if you are really drained out, and that's the time you are pushing hard, you will break down. So you should know the time when you are technically getting breakdown and take a break. That break, the best break is take a nap, take a sleep, go to rest, take a bath, okay, or eat some good food, hang around with people, who I'm talking about good people, okay? I'm not talking about the toxic people and the bad apples. I'm talking about good people. Probably just indulge yourself into some sort of an entertainment, get a massage done. These are certain ways you can take a powerful break. Powerful? I'm giving you a lot of things, guys. I'm like compiling more than around 20-30 books together and giving it to you now. Now, the next point is take action on paper first. We have more than 95 to 99% of the thoughts which are very incredible. You should be having that thoughts, I'm sure. But this powerful, incredible thoughts that you have never gets to see the light of the day. Why? Because it is not on paper. So this is my way of talking it. Success comes in 4 places. Where? The first one is in your mind, the thoughts, your imaginations, your visualizations, and realizations. Great job. Next one, it comes on paper. So you need to write down the blueprint, the different kind of things. Please read the book called as Toilet Paper, Entrepreneur. It's a fantastic book. It talks about how from a toilet paper, a big enterprise can come out. So if you are writing it down. The third point is in your reminders. You need to constantly remind yourself. Find out the reminders, might be on notifications, might be stick on something, might be get some triggers that can help you to do that. This is very, very powerful. If you can do that, there's nothing like that. So take action on paper first. Write it down, whatever your thoughts are there. Or else just keep it aside and again return and make a time when you can work on your creativity. I have a system called Dumb Mastery. Dumb Mastery is a half-an-hour structure from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. where all the people in my group, in my fest, in my other sessions, they are invited here. The first thing they do is called as anti-procrastination pill. They just fill up 4 questions over. They see the biggest task of the day and they now nullify it in just 4 questions. It takes only 5 minutes. And there is no coach, no guru, no mentor, no Babaji, Swamiji, no one. It's all a system-driven process. The next thing that they do is called idea mastery. What is idea mastery? When you work with 10 different ideas every day, just imagine 3,650 plus ideas. At least 2 will work. What? So this is what I'm talking about is they write it down. So today, one of the Dumb Mastery's topic was to find out a way by which you can get a Guinness Book of World Record, even if it is completely a nonsense idea. It's fine, but write down 10 ideas, at least 10 ideas. If it is one idea, one is better than none. Powerful? People might not have think, no, I will never get a Guinness Book of World Record. But now when they write it down, that can be crazy idea. Look, I can talk. Salman Khan had a Guinness Book of World Record where 108 or 110 people have kissed his hands in less than a minute. Now that became a Guinness Book of World Record. Does it need a lot of power? No, it needs a lot of brain. But how do you think of that kind of productive brain? So I'm giving you one hint. This is so much powerful. So dumb mastery is something which will give you a new ideation of stuff. Now coming to the 10th point is eating healthy snacks. Now, how do you eat healthy snacks? See, look, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, but I'm sure your body knows best. Your body knows best. Your body has your own health healing doctors. And this is the 10th thing. Okay, so with that, I complete the 20 points, by which you can become super powerful and finish this. And there is a 21 point. The 21 point is follow this link, follow this video, and get much more powerful every time when you come and get this stuff. So with that, I will see you in the next video. Till that time, I'll see you on the next